Hi, today I'll teach you on how to create a cloud function using Terraform. So the first step would be to install Terraform, set the $path to the installed executable. The second thing you do is you create a service account in GCP and download the credentials file as a JSON. And then that particular file, you add it to the credentials parameter in the provider in the main.cf file. Uh, the file that I'll use would just contain a simple hello world text and it'll just return a hello world message back to the user. The file should be in a it should be in a it should be in a zip format and the name of the file should be function.js. And then we come to our main.cf file. So the main.cf file, the provider for that should contain the project and the credentials. The credentials is basically the same that we got from the service account. And then we will create a bucket. The name of the bucket would be terraform-gcp-verylazycoder. And inside that bucket, we would add a object called index.zip. And this index.zip should point to the function.zip file that we created previously. And that function.zip file would just contain that very basic JavaScript function. And then we will create the main cloud function resource, and the cloud function resource should contain the name, the description, and the runtime. Similarly, it should also contain how much memory it needs, and it should also have a link to the bucket and the object that we previously created. And then we also need to give the entry point. So the entry point is basically the name of the JavaScript function. So if you go back, then the name of the JavaScript function was hello world. And we can also create a label and an environment variable as well. After you created the function, then you also need to give IAM permissions for that particular function so that only the appropriate people can actually access that function. So the Terraform resource for giving is Google Cloud function IAM member, and in this the input parameters that we provide is the cloud function that we created previously. So we'll just provide this particular function test as the input to this cloud function key. We also would provide the role. The role would be just a cloud function invoker, and the member would be all users. So what this means is that anybody can actually invoke this particular function. The first thing you do is you install Terraform. As you can see that I've already installed Terraform in my machine. And you make sure that the path is also provided. So you can see that I've already provided the path here. The second thing you do is you create a service account in GCP. So go to IAM, click on service account, create a service account. For this demo, I will give this particular service account access, the owner access to the particular project. However, if you're doing this in a prod environment, just restrict it to the permissions, the roles that you desire. And then you click on done. So after you've created your service account, you need to download the keys. So you click on this and you click on create keys, and then you click on create. So as you can see that you've already downloaded the JSON file. So once you have your JSON file, what you need to do is you need to store that in the directory that in any particular directory so that you're able to access it. So I have another service account JSON file which I have stored in this particular directory. So, and this is that particular service account. So after this, what we will do is we will just run the main.tf file. I'll just show you the main.tf file once again. So the main.tf file contains the credentials. So this is basically the same JSON file that you will download. And this is the name of the project. Similarly, what it'll do first is it'll create a bucket by this name. And in that bucket, it'll create a object by the name of index.js. And this should contain the source. So the function.zip file is just the JavaScript file that I have created. It just contains the JavaScript function to just return a hello world message. And similarly, this is the terraform object to create a cloud function. This just has the input parameters. So the important ones are the name of the function, the description, and the runtime. You can also set the memory, the bucket, and the object from where you have to pull in the code, and the entry point for that particular code. So this is just the name of that JavaScript function. You can also have the labels and your environmental variables. After this, what you need to do is you need to set the permissions. So the permissions that we have set is for this particular function, the cloud function points to this function. The role that we have set is the cloud function invoker, and the member is all users. So basically what this means is that any user can have access to this particular cloud function. So let me go back and let me run this once more. Uh, I might have run this once, so let me just destroy if I've already created it. Okay, so to create it, you need to just do a terraform apply. Just click on yes. So first it will create the bucket, and then it will create the object here, and it will add the code. Now it's creating the function. After the function has been created, it's just creating the permissions. Okay, so it has created everything. Now let's go back to the console and let's see if those things are actually created. So the first thing I will do is I'll go to my cloud storage and I'll see if the bucket has been created. So as you can see that the bucket has been created, and the bucket contains that particular object called index.zip. Now I'll go to the cloud function. So this is the function that I created. So let me just click on this. So this is the code that it extracted from the cloud storage. This is the endpoint to call the function, and the other important thing is the permission. So as you can see that the all user has cloud function invoked for this particular function. So let me just trigger this and see if it works. So as you can see that it has returned a hello world as the output. So this is how you actually create a cloud function in Terraform. Uh, to destroy all the resources also pretty simple. So you just need to do a terraform destroy, and it will automatically remove all the resources that you've created. Just click on yes. And it has destroyed all the resources. You can just go back to your GCP console and check if it has been destroyed. That's about it. I hope this was useful for you. I'll see you again. Thank you.